Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on the time that you're watching this video. Dr. Patugi again. So, I'm gonna resume uploading our lecture videos. Hopefully, you've had a wonderful spring break and you enjoyed your break, and you're ready for the continuation of the course. So, for this week, what we will be doing is firstly, we cover and we finish the remaining modes of encryption. Uh, and you'll see the remaining encryption modes. There are three more encryption modes that I'll be talking about: cipher feedback mode, or CFB, output feedback mode, and counter mode. And you'll see how they kind of work and what are the differences between them. And also we start talking about message authentication and hash function. That's another very important key in computer system security that helps for confidentiality as well. So that's something that I wanted to talk about. Another thing that I want to share with you is about the second exam, which is supposed to cover our lecture 3, encryption and hash function. We still have another week of lectures to finish this um, lecture, encryption and hash, so that the time that you see here, we need to push it a week back. So the exam 2 is not going to be on March 25th to 28th. It's going to be on week after that, which is the first week of April, basically. So you will watch this video, this week's videos, 2 videos, and then you receive 2 more videos, and then the week after, which is gonna be the week of March 1st to March 5th, is gonna be the exam week. So that is number 2 item that I wanted to talk about. And number 3, very important, is about the research project and research presentation. So some of you, most of you, I have already received your uh, emails and communication with me about your teams and about the paper that you have selected. That is great. Thank you for those of you that you have done it. You don't have much of time, so and I want the latest, the research presentation, to be done by April 26th, which is almost a month and a half from now. But as I emailed and I explained, it's not like that you read a number of papers. You need to meet with each other as a team and discuss the papers that each of you have read in order to come up with some sort of common understanding about that topic. I don't want each of you separately present. I want to see it as a whole presentation, as a team presentation, meaning that you get to a situation that it looks like that each of you have read all of those papers and you have a very good understanding about the topic. And that means you read the papers and you have at least a number of 3-4 meetings to discuss the papers you have read. And that's how I like this to happen. So like I said, some of you have already teamed up and picked your papers, and I've already approved them. That is perfect. Just start studying those papers, start meeting with your friends and talking about the ideas and techniques and threat models discussed in those papers. And you can gradually start even shaping your presentation and your final report, that I called it course paper. That is some. But for those of you that you haven't started sending me or picking papers and sending them to me for approval, uh, be aware that first off, you will be losing a part of a score of uh, paper registration phase, which is basically the phase that you pick the papers and send them to me for approval. That by itself has a grade, has a score, and you will be losing a part of that because you are missed the deadline. So if you haven't, I would recommend doing it as soon as you can. And second, and more important, you will be losing time toward your research project because you only can start reading them after I approve them. Because as it happens to, as it happened to few of teams, I may change some of the papers and remove them, saying that, okay, no, this is not a good thing. This is not in the track. of your topic. This paper or these number of papers, they don't align with the topic that you want to read. So change them. And because of that, it's very important that you send me with the papers and I approve them. And once I approve them, you can start reading. And again, if you do the approval thing late, you're of course losing time toward your project, which you see it has a great impact in your final score. 50% presentation, 50% course paper, which are both come as the outcome of your survey and your study and your meeting with your friends and teammates. So that is number two, that please, those of you that you have missed it, please do it as soon as possible. And thirdly, if you go to the Blackboard page of the course, you'll see, of course, this folder, research project. And for now, what you see only is the announcement and the kind of the two assignment for team registration and paper approval. Those of you that you have emailed me and I approved and you submitted them here, that's fine. You'll receive full score for this part. But if you do it late, of course, you lose something as a penalty. Later this week, I'll be uploading other resources onto this same folder, onto this folder that says research project. And those resources are guideline and rubric for first presentation and second course paper. So I'll give you guideline how to shape your presentation, how to create a slides, what to say, what not to say. And also the same thing for the final report that I called it course paper. Again, I give you guideline and even examples and samples of good reports or course papers that you have kind of sample to shape your report and your presentation based on. So I strongly recommend reading those resources and going through them, because again, that'll be very helpful for you and it kind of helps you prevent losing any points. For example, if you're not putting captions for figures, that's something that I want. If you have any figure in your course paper, there should be some caption for that. So if you don't put caption, you lose some grade. I don't want that happen. But how you know those details or the formatting and sectioning and stuff like that, everything is clearly discussed in the guideline and rubric. Each one is about 3 to 4 pages. It's not that long. But of course, I strongly recommend reading both before you starting preparing your presentation and your report. But for now, not to lose time, you can start reading the papers and have your meetings scheduled between your teammate and just discuss about the idea. I want you to meet, discuss the ideas of the papers, the threat models discussed in each paper, and again, come up into a common understanding about the topic. Okay, these were the things that I wanted to discuss. And again, like always, please come to me with any question that you might have. You can email me. You can call my office number. But of course, email is easier. If you have noticed, if you email me, I reply as soon as I can. Some of you that you send your package of papers, I'll be replying to you very soon today so that you can get started. So I think there is nothing else I wanted to discuss, and I wish you a very great and wonderful week and a great kind of resume of the course. Thank you all and see you soon.